1,
2,
3, 4,
5,
6. Hello guys, my name is Alexis, and today I'm going to be talking about a topic that maybe not many of you want to talk about, but we all need to, and that is the female body. Just things that go on with the female body, things that we need to know, things that we don't unfortunately know, and just the education and the stigmatisms behind it, just so that we're all better informed. So first is how it all starts. So obviously in school all the girls have to watch that one video about their situations that it's going to be happening soon. But I think that should probably happen sooner, and it should be more accepted to talk about in schools, just because it is something that starts at an earlier age now for a lot of our girls. So to talk about it in a safer space opens up a wide variety of room for girls to feel comfortable to ask more questions, and just so all women at an earlier age can be better informed about their bodies and things that are going to happen to their bodies and what's to come and what can they expect. Because even though we all already know what's going to happen eventually, it can be something scary that happens the first time around for a lot of women. I know it was for me and probably a lot of women in this room. It was because it was never something that we were allowed to talk about. And that is another thing about not even just periods being a taboo topic in society, but the women hygiene and the women body in general. Women being shamed for their bodies and things that we have to go through as women, things that we have to take care of as women, that isn't generally talked about a lot in media or in society, because we're shamed for it, or just told that it's not appropriate to talk about whenever it's our own bodies. Which I don't understand how our own bodies can be inappropriate to talk about. So I think that stigmatism kind of stays with women from a young age up until early adulthood. And since we haven't created that safe space from the early developmental stages of a young girl's childhood, they don't feel safe to ask questions. They don't feel safe to ask these questions even to a professional medical doctor. So that can also open a wide variety of problems for young girls. They can develop infections, they can develop poor hygiene for themselves and not know how to properly take care of themselves, and know when it is appropriate to go to a doctor, and just to what extent they have to tell the doctor about what's going on with their bodies. Because it is an uncomfortable circumstance that women have to go through, but it shouldn't be an uncomfortable circumstance that women go through by themselves. And that leads into the next topic, which comes kind of with the shame and the stigmatism of being women, and that is just the pink tax that comes with all women products, from tampons, which are tampons, pads, menstrual cups, everything that is necessary for women to have during their menstrual cycle is additionally taxed, which is unfortunate because it is a necessary product. Every woman needs it every single month. I understand it's a good industry, an industry where they can make a lot of money, but just like milk and eggs and bread aren't taxed for the same purposes that they are needed for everyone and everyone daily. These are products that are needed every day and for everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people in our country daily. So I think that is also something. And that pink tax doesn't just extend to feminine hygiene products, it also extends to things like women's razors that are marketed towards women, women's hairbrushes, women's shampoos and conditioners. All those things kind of put just like a stigmatism and like a stigma on women that because they're women, they should have to pay more for these products because they use them more often or anything like that. So, in conclusion with this speech, I think the important things to take away from it are that women's bodies and what happens to our bodies shouldn't be stigmatized, and shouldn't be talked about in a bad manner and should be more widely accepted, and the information should be more widely known for the health of our women and more importantly the health of our young women. So that is it.